In this video, I will show you exactly how to set up the best money management system called the JAR system. The system should be tailored to fit your exact financial situation and your individual needs. Doing this will be your first step toward your financial freedom. If you stay until the end of the video, not only will I show you how to set up your own JAR system, I will share with you my own setup that I have been using for over 10 years and it has done wonders for me. Hi, my name is Vedo and I'm here to help you better understand the wealth game and become part of the wealth game nation. As the name itself says, it's just a game that the wealthy play, and the sooner you realize it's just a game, the sooner you can learn the rules of the game so you can also take part in the game. On this channel, I cover everything related to personal finance, investing in the stock market, cryptocurrencies, real estate, and everything related to the game. So let the games begin. In order to be able to make steps toward our financial freedom, we need to understand our finances. We need to know exactly how much money we make, how much money we spend, and what do we spend our money on. Most of us are not tracking this very valuable information, and what's even worse, our mind plays tricks on us so we think we know our income and our expenses, but we don't. After this video, I urge you to do this simple exercise for yourself and set up your own JAR system. You will be surprised how much the outcome will be different from what you think about your expenses right now. Only after we are able to understand our own finances, we can feel comfortable making necessary changes. Your age, your financial situation, your background, or any other criteria is relevant here, because after you finish this video, you will be able to tailor the JAR system to fit your particular situation. The idea of the money management system called JAR system is to take your monthly income and split it into jars which represent your main areas of expenses. With each expense you make, you remove the same exact amount of money from a jar that is dedicated to that particular expense. Needless to say, once the money from a jar is spent, you need to wait until next month before you can spend any more money on that category of expense. Under any circumstance should you use the money from a different jar. The original JAR system has 6 jars and they are broken down like this. The first jar is necessities. Those things would be something like rent or home loan, utilities, bills, food, insurance, medication, etc. This jar should be the biggest portion of your monthly income and it's set to 55%. The second jar is financial freedom. As the name itself says, this is the money you plan to invest long-term in things such as real estate, stocks, cryptocurrencies, and or any other asset class you like, and it's set to 10%. Third jar is long-term savings. This is a jar for all the expenses that are not monthly, they do not come regularly, and they are never planned, but we all know they come. This is a sneaky one, and usually one of the most disregarded one. When people do their income-outcome calculations off top of their heads or back of an envelope, this is never considered and it's a big chunk of our yearly expenses. Those are things like a new TV, laptop, phone, car repairs, house maintenance, speeding ticket, whatever. This jar is set to 10%. The fourth jar is education. This is student loans, books, courses, and anything that has to do with education. I myself am a lifelong learner, and even though my formal education has ended years ago, I have never stopped learning. And dare I say, I learn today more than I did 10 years ago when I was in college. We should all never stop learning and always try to improve our skills and or learn new skills. The fifth jar is fun. Now we're talking. It is important to have fun in life, of course, but it's also important to make sure we don't overdo it. This is anything we want to treat ourselves with, like nice dining out, fancy toys, gym membership, monthly subscription, etc. Also 10%. And last but not least, giveaway. The final jar is for anything we spend on others, from present to charities we believe in. This jar is set to 5%. An option would be to increase the 5% from giveaway to 10% and reduce the necessities from 55 to 50. If you can do this, then this would be a great balanced system in my opinion. Of course, you don't have to use the real jars, as this is totally not practical. This should be a virtual setup that is easily maintained. If you don't have one, don't worry, I got you covered and it's coming. And that's the JAR system. If you like anything you hear in this video, you'll be doing me a big favor by clicking the like button, sharing this video and subscribing to the channel. In return, I will do my best to help you become more financially literate much faster than I did. By sharing my insights, my journey and teaching you the rules of the game that the wealthy play, you will be able to take part in the game in no time. As promised in the beginning of the video, here is my JAR system. I have decided to keep it very similar to the original JAR system and I have been using it for over 10 years. The main difference that I did to my setup is to allocate 50% necessities and 10% to giveaway, instead of 55% to necessities and 5% to giveaway. Now you might be asking yourself what to do with the money that stayed in the jar at the end of the month. You have two options. First, you leave the money in the jar so you have more money next month, or empty all the jars but the long-term savings jars, because remember, those expenses do not come regularly. I always go for option 2 and I empty my virtual jars every month. Guess what I do with the money? I spend it all on sketchy NFT projects and questionable coins. All jokes aside, of course I don't do that. I use that money to become financially free. If you have guessed correctly, then you're already on the right path. And how do I do this? I invest my money into my own real estate project, into blue chip stocks, and into well-established cryptocurrencies. All of this I will share with you over time. In the description, you will find the links to 2 of my very extensive Excel sheets that you can download, modify, and use however you see fit. The first Excel is a yearly overview, 1 sheet per month, and 1 additional overview sheet for the year. The other Excel is where all other years are automatically consolidated to make an even bigger picture. Once I have done this for some time, I was able to identify areas in which I wanted to improve. More importantly, I have identified what is the amount of money that I could comfortably use to start building wealth and not to worry that I would need this money in the short term. Now, you tell me, what money management system do you use? In case you decide to go for the jar system, or you're already using it, tell me how you set up your jars. Leave a comment below, as I'm really curious to find out. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Alright, listen up. I got something extremely cool for you.